I'm in your walls. No. No. I'm a squatter. Squatter's rights. Yeah. 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 I could do this all day. Fuck. Oh, my nose. Okay. Just allergies. I specifically re-downloaded Fortnite only for one reason and one reason only. Bob Burglar. Bob, Hank Hill, and Cleveland Brown are now in Fortnite. Why not? But it's Cleveland Brown and he's proud to be in Fortnite. They even had a little collab video of like Bob, Cleveland, and Hank Hill playing Fortnite together. Indeed. But you know what time it is, Crimson? Art time with Crimson. And also, I'm gonna play the Date Everything demo again and try to find new characters. Sure. Oh, my nose. So itchy. Hear me out. We tax otters. Because they don't do anything. That is a very big name. Okay. Oh, my nose. Oh yeah, I can do that. Ugh. Okay. It's cold. Maybe the blankie. The smoke. Oh, you can't. I'm sad. Oh, Andy. Thought everything. I know Johnny Young Bob and also this thing over here. Oh. What happened? Okay. Is that better? Okay. I'm an old. Yeah. I did turn on the AC. Oh! What's this? Air. And why is it so hot? It looks like she's going to try and tell me why it's okay to smoke. Nothing? What were you or hey sexy? Chilling. Hey sexy.
Let's try that. Okay, there we go. It's picking up now. I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. Now. Bork is currently having technical difficulties as he's trying to romance Air. Good morning,
It has a
maker.
butt.
It does in fact have a butt. And you also found the person you were looking for.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like a sound check before. It's funny. She thick though.
She very thick. Damn. Ow.
What?
That hurt my feelings.
What did she do?
I said I never thought of Air that way, and she said I never thought of you. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
So mean. Anywho, I'm done talking to Air.
Okay, your next character that you have to find is Shelby Young.
Shelby.
Shelby. Shelby Young. You'll find someone better, Bork. You'll find someone better than Air.
What's wrong with Shelby?
No. It's his response to like when you were talking about the air
date my-
not thinking about you. So you now must find Shelby Young.
Shelby Young. I think I remember this one.
And you found her.
Sick. So pretty.
I'll let you talk to her first before I give you your next person. True, I hear.
Okay.
True, I heard the sea is nice and better than air. Thank you, Warhorse. Thank you. Thank you for trying to warm Bork's spirits, as he gets no bitches.
Bruh.
So how's everybody doing today?
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
Oh no. I'm glitching.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna touch her HDMI. I'm that evil. Is that like your tail or something? I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. Aw, that sounds like a nice time. Just chilling during this long weekend, hell yeah. Gotta put some lotion on.
Damn. I was expendable. Story of my life.
Damn. At least the game is realistic. Going to miss that gift card that it kept. It kept the cards varied and had a smiley face. Yeah. You can always keep the card for like memory's sake. And I'm pretty sure you can also like reload the card. I feel like that's a fair statement to say, that you don't know if it's too early to say whether or not you have feelies. like putting some lotion on my legs. Got a feeling I'm gonna need it. How are you guys doing? I'm good. I just had my first D&D session in a while, so I am finally going to be drawing this character digitally and seeing how she looks. I'll also be sketching for a commission I have in a little bit.
This is a long conversation. Holy moly.
Is it any longer than the other ones?
I guess so far, yeah. It's like we're doing like a whole playthrough.
Do you want me to tell you what your next character is?
Not yet.
Lucky. Sounds like fun striking while the iron is hot. Yeah. Bork, how are you?
Yeah? I'm okay. Just got a bit of allergies.
Your fleefies.
Sniffies.
The sniffies. I'll be doing another session today, which I'm gonna be excited for. I'm actually gonna give her fingernails for once.
Hey, yo.
Hey, hey.
Should I play shy boy or should I play aggressive?
Shy boy. We need a shy gamer, a sensitive gamer girlfriend or gamer boyfriend.
Fuck! Crimson! I got put in the friend zone!
And?
I'm gonna punch you.
And?
Okay, well, actually, this is the first time I've actually been in the friends thing.
Good.
What the fuck, Crimson?
Good.
I'm gonna hurt you. You're trying to make me go. This is a setup.
How do you mean it's a setup?
How could you do this to me? Okay, next character. I'm sad now.
You have to find Fred Tatasha.
Who? Fred what?
Fred Tatasha.
Oh, wait. Sebastian?
Hey, look, you found him.
And the pie.
Apparently you can make some cream pie.
Stop.
No.
Yeah, okay, hi, Sebastian.
Is the pie Michael, fuck, what's his name?
Hi, Himbo Yeti. I saw you already. Crimson, I think, showed me a thing.
I didn't show you anything. Also, I don't see
You
a
will be my
pie.
best friend. We will go for walkies and have a picnic. It's cheesy, but I somewhat like it.
Cheese.
I'm not gonna call him out for being corny.
No.
That's a dick move.
No, also it's kind of cute. It is cute.
I'm nose. Freddy the Yeti.
He's tall and thick though. How big is that freezer?
I don't know. Hey! Knock it off! The freezer's bad. Go to your room, Crimson.
No.
Go to your room!
I'm already in my room! For the inspiration from D&D, Under the Sea.
Under the sea. I've been seeing a lot of clips of the Little Mermaid prequel on my TikTok lately.
Oh, the one with where she's like, it's just Footloose.
Pretty much. I just love the manatee. Benjamin. You got it, Freddy. You're supposed to be on lockdown.
But Vinny, but Vanessa, the slap of my ass cheeks. They're too loud. They keep alerting the robot.
You don't
security.
have ass cheeks.
It's just him going ting 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 ting.
Ooh, empanadas and chicken tenders. What do I got? Fridge.
Show me what you
big
got.
bunts. That's a funny place.
You like big what?
I like big bunts, and I cannot lie.
No other brother can deny. This shelf space is so nice it gets bombed.
Cake sounds really good right now, though.
Cake does sound really good. I actually have some carrot cake, but I ate it.
You see, the Yeti gets it.
You actually get bunt cake.
It's peaches and cream bunt cake.
Dirty minded.
They're teaching us microwave hacks.
That is actually true. It's really nice. I thought I heard Bork say Yeti. Yes, he is currently playing Date Everything, the Date Everything demo. I will be playing that. I will be playing the full game next week.
And I'll probably be there.
Okay, so now I have to tell you what to find next. You ready? And I'm picking these randomly. You already found her. I don't know if you can find... Well... Alright, you now have to find Grey Delisle.
Grade. Oh.
Grey Delisle.
Delisle.
What?
Okay. I thought it was Grey Delisle.
No, most people pronounce it Delisle. Or at least that's how I've always heard
Well, I
it.
don't know. My brain's small.
You now have to find Daphne and Azula.
That's a bunch of towels. And Monster Girl. Yesterday, me and my mom finally... Well, the day before yesterday... Invincible Season 2.
Oh, cool. What'd you think?
I'ma try... Ah!
You found
Chin
her.
Mama.
You found her.
Yep, that's Grey. Hey there.
You just put her hand on your shoulder and go, hey,
Hey.
hey.
Oh no, it's a rude little fashion mama.
Rude fashion mama.
Tina Triangle. A secret feature. Oh yeah, content aware. About what?
About your butt.
Stop.
No.
Polyamory?
Hmm? Rep.
She's into love triangles.
Uh,
Because she's a triangle.
roly poly oly. It's far and short and round.
Oh no, Crimson, she's into thruples. What do I do?
You put down that you respect it. You respect that's how she does love triangle. That's how she likes to have a emotional relationship, but that's not for you.
Fair.
And if they push the issue, you do not need to continue.
Alright, see your end, I guess, triangle lady. So rude.
Alright. The next person you're going to try to find is... Yeah, you have to find Eric Baza.
Eric Boz.
Eric Baza. Oh, that was it. He's not, J. Michael Tatum is not pie. He's just food.
I'm not finding Eric Baza.
Why?
I'm not I already found him way back. I hate him.
Okay.
The dishwasher?
Yep.
Ugh. That's my response.
You know.
I have standards.
No, you
What the
don't.
fuck? Well, hi, Dust Bunny.
Alright. If that's the case, you must now find Oz Ryan.
Oz Ryan?
Yes.
Oh, my nose. So itchy.
And you can't cheat. You cut out. You cut out bad.
It's because I'm doing so much. Ugh. 1 second. Let me check my connection. There. That's better.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So is Oz a boy or a girl? It's a very gender neutral name.
Feminine presenting.
Okay. Can I get a hint this time?
Okay. She can be found near the back door.
Back door. Okay, so it's either the curtains, the lamp, or the globe. Or the window. But we already did the window before.
And I wouldn't do a repeat on you on purpose.
Okay. I'm gonna try the globe.
You got her.
She's so cute!
I know.
Hey. She's so cute!
You're welcome.
Thank you, I appreciate it. She was starting the Yakko's World song. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama.
Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
That can't be. Bruce is so nice.
Hey Krim, thought I'd pop in to say hi. Also, hey Bork, how's your mum?
Bork,
Mm-hmm.
Marion wants to know how your mom is.
She's doing fine. She's recovered from her surgery fully, and right now I think she's at brunch with my step aunt.
That reminds me, what are you going to be doing for Father's Day?
For Father's Day, I'm working.
Ah,
It's very sad.
are you going to try to...
I'm gonna go visit my dad on Tuesday, though.
Okay.
I got a card for him and my stepdad.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're recovering from the move. I know that that's a time that's really stressful. What did you do?
What? What do you mean? What did I do?
Not you.
Oh. What do you mean? What did they do?
Season. What did you do? Did you spend money on crypto? I want to see how much my computer would handle to in an instant with multiple people and may have went into a public instance. I need an adult. Season, no. VR chat is
Alright,
not
Crimson.
safe.
It is not safe.
Okay. Your next person that you have to find is technically 2 characters.
Oh.
You have to find Jonas Scott.
Jonas Scott. Okay.
And that's
wait,
already
no.
one. And that's already one hint, by the way, that it's 2 characters, not just one.
2 characters. The only 2 characters that I know that come in a package deal so far are Johnny Young Bosch and the other one, which is the laundry basket.
There's another.
You know?
Yes, totally.
You know what I want to find eventually?
What?
Alex Lee.
That'll be the next one, but first you must find Jonas Scott.
So many options, this tiny...
Would you like a hint? It's actually a pretty big house.
Oh. Is it the toolbox? What's the hint?
Okay, outside of the fact that these are 2 characters, you did technically find the location where they are.
Okay. I'm assuming it's over here. So it's either the light bulb, these boxes, this toolbox and any of the tools inside it, or the fuse box.
I cannot tell you which it is.
I'm gonna try the fuse box.
Aw, have cute little dates. Please take pictures. I wish to see.
Huh?
I'm talking to chat. And you did, in fact, find one of Jonas Scott.
Huh. Oh no, he's aggressive. Ah. High volt.
All right, the next Jonah Scott character is in the same location.
Okay. I will take Volt's hand.
And you'll kiss it. Ooh!
Huh.
Ooh! He is a very pretty man. Can I be honest, though?
Huh.
Oh. Oh. Oh!
Game panic. Game panic.
You're gonna go at his screen. Oh.
Hi, Eddie.
You have now found both of them.
Awesome. I am?
I want my baby. I'm a VIP. Let's go. Oh, what's this? Aw, kitty. Kitty.
No! No! I don't want him! Get him out of here!
What? What's wrong?
He says Johnny Splash is coming. I don't want him. Fuck him. I don't like Johnny Splash.
What's wrong with Johnny Splash?
He's annoying.
Well, maybe you have something in common.
I don't. He's basically Johnny. He's an Elvis impersonator.
And?
I hate those guys.
Why? They're just trying to make money.
Exactly. And it's Johnny Bravo. He's basically Johnny Bravo. I don't like that.
Why don't you like Johnny Bravo?
Isn't he like he's like a known sexist?
No.
Oh.
Have you ever seen Johnny Bravo?
Do the monkey with me.
That doesn't tell me anything.
Anywho, back to the game. Agreed. Boo.
The trash man. He looks like Michael Jackson.
Exactly. I don't like it.
Why? Ride to the stories here, so I'll talk to you later. Bye, Warhorse. Have a good day. Hey, look, it's the microwave. Oh, look, it's the vacuum cleaner.
So many new people. So many new people. Jesus Christ. We got Johnny Splash. We got the vacuum cleaner. We got a trash person.
You got the trash man.
Eddie.
Yo, you gonna go talk to Eddie? You gonna?
E.
Because Eddie's kind of got it going.
Just wanted to check on you.
You good, buddy?
You seemed upset. Are you always this much of an asshole? But yeah, kinda. Okay, jeez, what an asshole.
I don't think he's
kept telling
shown
me to
enough
get out.
love.
Alright, where to next, Crimson Guide?
Okay, your next character is Marcy Edwards.
Marcy Edwards. Oh wait, is that the water?
Yes.
I think I've already talked to the water.
Okay. Your next character then is Carolina Ravas.
Carolina. Oh, my nose.
Ah, bitch.
Can I have a hint?
Okay. She is found. Actually, I can't tell you where she's found. Well, actually, no. Yeah. She can be found in the laundry room.
The laundry room, okay.
Somewhere in the laundry room. So far, your guesses have been pretty good, though.
It's not the vacuum. We already saw him. Boxes are everywhere. I know these two already. I don't know about that hanger. Or the soap. What's this little thing down here?
And you found her.
Huh. So cool. Huh. No.
You got a problem, punk? Huh? Do ya? Do ya? Do ya? Do ya? Do ya?
Bobby.
God damn
Bobby
it, Bobby.
Pin.
God damn it, Bobby.
A crime boss. What about the Pin Gang? Talc Capone? Talcum powder, Talc Capone. A crime boss? That's funny. Look at the little guy.
How's
Oh, that's
everybody
cocaine.
doing? Hope everybody's having a good day.
Oof. Oh. You got bent up?
Phew. Phew.
You look amazing.
Ugh. Thank you.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna be a crime lord.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go eat lunch and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ugh.
Hey Kenny. Hey Dice. How you doing? Nothing much. I just started my first session of D&D not too long ago, and so I'm drawing my D&D character. I drew digital Jinx. Do, do, do. Yes, Father's Day is tomorrow. What are you guys doing for Father's Day? Ring of Fire. Might as well look at last minute Father's Day cards, damn.
I am back from food.
Hello, food. I am the Crimson.
Alright, who's next?
Alright, your next character is Ray Chase.
Ray Chase. That sounds familiar. Oh wait, I did do Ray Chase, because it was the books.
No, it wasn't.
Really?
Nope.
Ray Chase wasn't the books.
Nope.
Are you positive?
Looking at it again? No. Well, it looks like he does play 3 characters.
Oh!
He plays the books, but he also plays 2 other characters.
Okay. 2. Can I get a hint at the one?
Okay, I will give you a choice. You can either go at the top of the stairs or to the dining area.
It keeps highlighting the stairs itself. I'll go to the dining area. I'm not talking to the table.
I didn't say anything about the table, but it's interesting that you point yourself to that direction.
Tablecloth doesn't count. I'm gonna talk to the candlestick.
There you
no.
go!
Oh no.
Why, oh no!
It reminds me of rules card. Get bent, you wet lump of waxy buildup. Little wicks.
His penis.
Pretty lady. So yeah, he's just an absolute asshole then. Basically just calls people out and says, hey, you got any secrets? And then Christina V came in. Sure.
I am going to give you a choice this time. For the next one.
Yeah, give me a little time. Scandalous.
Is he just talking about the...
Oh, hey, Mitch. He just talked about bobby pin.
Aww. So he must be able to tell you like things about the characters that you've already seen.
Either that. Well, I haven't seen the washer or dryer, so he's telling me new stuff too.
Okay.
Kind of like the magnifying glass. Like he's telling me about the shadow.
The shadow. Oh.
Huh? Okay, wait a minute. I need to see this.
What you gonna see?
Look at all this stuff. Soggy bottom boy.
Embrace the night. Geode to joy.
Calorie mate.
I kind of love him for this.
I'm trying to remember. A jewel underneath the house somewhere.
Ooh. I know that you need
Oh wait, I think that's the geode that we can't get to.
the one that's in the attic.
Yeah. Shadow. Okay. Well.
Still,
Oh yeah, they
it's
said
kind
something
of
about
fun.
being self-referential or something.
Your phone is adorable.
Yay. Yeah, we got Skylar Specs. Is that fucking Kratos?
I can't tell you.
Dorian. Eddie and Bolt. Luna. Gaia. Tina. Freddy Yeti. Maggie, who's adorable. Look at her, she's so cute. Little detective lady. Scandelabra. Bobby Pin. Aaron, who's kind of... Anywho, where do I go next?
Alright, I'm gonna have you try to find Micah Burton.
Micah Burton. Lava.
Chia.
Crimson?
Yes?
Hint, please.
She is in the same place that the treadmill is in.
Okay, that's a lot. Because it's either the mat, the ball, my awards for being really cool,
At second
clock.
place.
the shelf, shut up. There's this gold trophy here. You don't give the gold trophy to someone cool. Any of these dumbbells and shit here, the curtains, or the fan. Or this TV?
Which one will it be?
I don't know, Froggy.
You've been pretty good at guessing so far, so...
I'm gonna try the fan.
There she
Oh,
is!
she's so cute!
You found her!
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
She is so pretty.
She looks so dorky too, I love it.
Believe it, sister. It's okay, sweetie. Ontario? You haven't blown anything, lady.
Well, she could be blowing you.
That's again. I was gonna make that joke eventually.
Too bad. You snooze, you lose. I wish for cuddles.
Fantina, that's adorable.
I want cuddles.
Cuddles.
Yay, cuddles! I'm gonna tell Joe on you. I'm gonna tell Joe on you.
You asked for it. What the fuck you mean?
Because I want him to give me cuddles too.
Then why didn't you say so?
Because you are here and I wish for cuddles now. Now give me cuddles.
You know what? No.
Cuddles.
My biggest fan. I guess she's into me filing my taxes. Not sure why.
I mean, hey. Filing your taxes is hot. Especially filing your taxes on time. Very hot.
3 months early.
I know, right? Oh, you got all your assets together? And you made sure that
I know I got one asset.
you made sure to fill in your W-2, and you made sure to fill in the right spots. And you deducted those volunteer hours too. Oh, baby.
Someone clip this.
at how hot filing your taxes on time is.
Crimson horny for taxes.
I'm horny for people who fill in their taxes either on time or early.
I'm lazy. I use TurboTax.
That's not to me, it's not necessarily lazy. It's just like an extra step that you don't necessarily have to do.
It's just easier.
More expensive though.
Hey, yo! She wants me to sign one of her blades.
Ayo?
Exactly.
Are those like her titties?
No, her tits are right there. Her blades are kind of like her hair.
I still love that design.
I know, it's so cute. Oh no. Oh, she's into it. Crimson, I'm scared. I'm falling in love with a fan.
You know, there's an inherent power balance in that, right?
Oh no. Crimson, look at this.
She's so cute. What you mean? Why would this be bad?
This is hilarious because my actual handwriting is awful.
I think most people's are. I don't think my handwriting is that great either.
That's why I type. It's not naughty. You told me it was your blades, which is your hair. How is that naughty?
Unless it's like kind of like how like fantasy erotica writers write horns and tails as like androgynous zones, even though it's her hair.
Oh shit, you might be right. There's a fan club?
Ha! You have a fan club?
I gotta know. I gotta hear this. Who else is in the fan club?
It's just her. We find out it's just her.
Are they also oscillating fans? That's so cool.
We actually have a meetup every week.
A raffle. How does everyone feel about Thursday's lasagna? Of course I'll be there. I'll be at my own fan club. Sure, why not? I'm surprised that there's an actual fan club. And it's not just her.
But is it also another bunch of fans?
Maybe.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That thing got clipped.
What, me sneezing?
No, you're the whatchamacallit.
You getting horny over taxes?
No. Me wanting cuddles.
Oh.
I want now there's one of me getting horny for taxes.
Okay. Where should I go next?
Where should I go next? Where should I go next?
This is probably going to be the last one for today.
Marisha Ray.
Marisha Ray. My nose is itchy.
You can find her in the kitchen. A lot of these are going to be in the kitchen.
Oh boy.
For some reason, I feel like the ones that are in the kitchen are like the most horny.
So far, yeah. I mean, Christina V's not that horny.
No, but she is hot.
Well, yeah. And the fridge isn't horny at all.
The fridge is definitely horny.
You need to stop.
What you doing with those hands, big boy?
And the water. Can I get a hint?
Okay, it has something to do with drinks.
Alcohol! Oh, hello. The tipsy tumbler. Hi, Beverly.
Oh, you got somewhere.
That's because I said hi, Madam Proprietress, because she said she was into that. Pretty.
See, I tried to find you a bunch of pretty girls.
Thank you.
I just think you need to expand your horizon a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wingman Crim, exactly. And he should remember that.
No.
Still about the Steve Bloom thing? I told you he's not your boss if he's your teacher.
But how can there be when a babe like herself is here? No, that sounds dumb.
Like a mega Chad.
Oh no. Poor baby, your bar didn't get any customers.
You could be a customer. Every night.
That's the plan. Cocktail.
What is that about cock? Why is it called a cocktail?
Should I have a martini, an Alpero Spritz, a mojito, or a Ramos Gin Fizz?
I like the last one. That's just based off vibes.
Takes 7 minutes for them to shake?
I'm charging extra.
This is your fault. pour it out in front of her? What the fuck?
What?
That's mean.
If that must be one of the hate options.
It was okay.
Don't you dare.
Well, it's your fault for making me choose like that long of a drink.
That sounded like a good drink. I'm sorry, if you're not supposed to order it, they shouldn't have made it have such an enticing name.
That is also true.
There. Fuck you.
Sure. Maybe I'll think about it. Sure. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Why?
Because I gotta go to work.
No, you don't.
I do, and I gotta be there at 1:30, which I usually leave around around like 12:40 or so. If you really want me to, I can date maybe 1 or 2 more items.
No, you need to go to work.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Be safe.
Greetings.
Hey yo.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing alright. If
Are you feeling better? Because I think you were like feeling a little under the weather or something like that.
but I am feeling better. I might have swallowed like a piece of cereal down the wrong hole and it caused like a coughing fit.
I hate when that happens.
And that's what I'm hoping is going on and not like something more serious, but whatever.
Well, did you have cereal?
Well, I did have cereal, yes. But I don't know if it's just the cereal.
Is that you?
Doing alright. Yeah. I'm sure. Have you heard of the No Kings protest?
I've heard about a few protests, and then I heard about the missiles.
Right. I guess it is a bit hard to like keep up with a lot going on. Well, I didn't like. I'm not implying like I'm not going to any of them just because like I have work. That's all.
Capitalism.
But also, well, like I probably could have like gotten like the day off, but like I didn't clear it ahead of time. And
Well,
now
I
it's,
don't
like,
think
today.
most protests are like, hey, we're going to have a 2-week.
Well, I'm not gonna like you don't have to say why you're leaving, but like it's more like leave ahead, like you just have to like you just have to make like you just have to do it in like ahead of time sort of thing.
Yeah,
and also
but...
and also like just getting there is a bit of an issue because like I don't have a car.
Right.
But I have to get like either a train or like an Uber.
The reason I'm pointing it out is that usually speaking, I don't think that protests are organized weeks in advance.
No.
They're
well, I mean,
usually
like, I think this one was.
That's the point of protests, is to be like, oh, let's like disrupt.
Yeah.
If they are planned, they're not exactly like publicly planned.
I guess not.
So it's one of those things where it's like, if you're joining a protest, you're supposed to lose money. That's
right,
because it's for the cause. It's not for
I
convenience.
understand that. But I will say transportation was a bit of an issue.
Yeah, transportation is always going to be an issue. I feel like people who have cars don't necessarily understand why it's hard to like schedule time ahead.
Because I can just like go wherever.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have to plan like the whole day around going out for 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I still have to get around to like getting like a train pass or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that's also like one of the issues with like some of the like attending some of the, like the Pride stuff this month was that like. Well, first of all, apparently most of the ones I really wanted to go to were like in the first week, like late May, early June.
Right.
But those are gone. Those are done now. But also like the other one, like any other ones, like they seem to have been done on the weekend. I mean, like there is some on the weekdays, but I think I think it's the way the organizations you linked me, like all the good ones were like. The first couple weeks, and now like it's I don't know, like it seems like the place I live in is much more like artsy, much more about like instrument like piano stuff or such other.
Right.
And I'm not sure if my kind of like age demographic is gonna be there or not. But I don't know. I have to also like I should also keep looking. But I do at least have like my flags out on the balcony.
Mm-hmm. squishy. So yeah, I'm very aware of like the protests and the events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very aware of all of it.
Excuse me. But yeah, like but like all this is very new to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, it's fine. You know,
Well, like, yeah.
You're
It's gonna be-
doing. You're exploring a new part of yourself.
Yeah. Well, I haven't explored it yet. I haven't gone to any of them yet.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's not. Exploring yourself doesn't necessarily have to be about physically being there. Sometimes it's just about you and what you think, you know?
It's a summer pet-tacular at the San Diego County
yeah.
Fair, June 11th through July 6th.
Ad. Evil ad. Anyway. Exploring yourself is not necessarily about, like, it's not necessarily about things like dating, or going to events. I don't go to a lot of events. Like, the last event I went to was, like, 2 years ago, and that's just because it was it was happening at the same time as, something I was doing was happening. But I also don't have to justify my demisexuality. My mom doesn't necessarily understand it. She just kind of thinks that it's normal to, like, it's just, it's the way that demisexuality works is I need an emotional connection to someone in order to feel aroused.
Like attraction.
Or attraction, right?
I mean, like, that seems pretty clear cut. I can understand why someone, like, who hasn't, like, examined this a lot could understand.
Right.
But, well, couldn't understand. Well, that's the whole thing. But yeah, like, that seems to be, like, the easiest way to explain it. Like, because a lot of people, like, you know, they say, like, you know, personality is what's most important, but, like, for people who aren't demi, it seems like attraction is very important.
Yeah.
At least, like, in first impression.
Right.
Whereas, like, that isn't really, like, considered at all for demisexuality.
And I think that, like, when people, they also don't understand that there's layers to it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I have a friend who's gray sexual, which I thought was demisexual, but that's a different thing entirely.
What is gray sexual?
Gray sexual is very similar to demi in that gray sexuality is a form of asexuality until you have the rare Vulcan calling to be sexual.
Actually, that is called the Panfar. It is usually a sign of a coming of age moment for the young Vulcan.
To which I just have to say, nerd!
If you want to get through it without having to mate with someone, you have to do a fight to the death.
And then Kirk has to be like, I will fight you to the death because I am totally not in love with you.
Yeah. But don't worry, he fakes it, and yeah, that's enough, apparently.
Apparently that's enough. It counts. No takes backsies.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's not the, like, you know, it's not actually killing someone, it's like, you know, the sensation of killing someone. You know, like, it shocks them out of it.
Right. It's really hard to kind of explain that part, though. Like, to be like, I don't really feel like a romantic attraction. I can feel it. Like, I can be like, oh, I can vibe that you might be somebody that I might continue a romantic relationship with.
Well, like, that's part of the process for, like,
Yeah.
demisexuality, I imagine.
Yeah, like
It's like, yeah, like a natural progression.
Right. And for some people, it's just the fact that they are friends for so long, and then they'll be like, ah, shit. The feels.
Yeah, like my most recent commission.
Yeah, exactly.
Very pleased with how it turned. Very pleased with how it turned out, by the way.
I'm glad.
I have other commission ideas because I'm financially because I'm financially is in my financial best interest to spend money.
It's in your financial best interest to spend money.
It's hard to explain. It's not really something I also want to go into, but like it's more like I have to get rid of money to like gain money.
I will not ask any other questions.
But it's legal.
I do not wish to ask any other questions.
Alright, fine. I'll just say like it's from Social Security because you have to have under $2,000 in your bank account in order to like receive benefits.
That's some bullshit.
Well, because like the thing is like $2,000 was a lot in 1980 when it was like introduced, like 1975 or so. I have to check the date, but yeah, it's not quite as much anymore. But that's where the line is at, and I have to like offload. But I'll use it for groceries too.
You could like gorge on groceries. You could eat out more.
Well, I would, except I also have to keep my weight. Or,
well, you can eat out. You can eat out and eat healthy. Like there are healthy options.
No, I can't. No, I can't. It defeats the whole purpose.
It defeats the whole purpose.
What? Why would I pay like $20 for like a salad or like something like healthy like a wrap? That I'm not getting like the amount of calories for my buck. Like it's better to just like it literally is just better to like just eat what I want and it'd be cheaper and also like it'd be vaguely healthy.
Vaguely healthy.
I mean like I do eat out. Like every Monday on my day off, I get like a cheesesteak and like cheesy garlic bread. And soda.
Lately, I've been eating out more for coffee. I'm trying to cook more. Like I have some food in my fridge, but I think what's harder about eating well, right, is the fact that this stuff, like the fruits and vegetables, they do not stay for very long.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a problem because there is like a food truck that comes by that I use. Mm-hmm. Like it comes by every week, but like every time I get like fruit or vegetables, well, mostly vegetables, but like every time I get them, they just like I'll put them in my fridge and then I won't touch them, and then eventually they'll just go bad without me having done anything, and I just can't understand how to like not do that.
Right.
They even had like a whole melon and I let it rot in like the bottom thing. Well, not fully rot, but like, it went bad.
Like it went bad and it was like within a few days, right?
It was like maybe in a few days, but it might have been like something like a week.
Okay, a week I can understand. But like sometimes I'll be like, okay, I bought good stuff. I bought like lettuce and spinach and like a bunch of other shit. I have fruits and vegetables, and I try to make my smoothies, and then by the end of the week, at minimum, at maximum, I'll go in and I'll find that all of my fruits and all my leafy greens and whatnot have already spoiled. My cauliflower is rotted. My spinach has wilted to the point that I can't use it for my salads anymore. My mushrooms have now molded in a way that is not edible.
It's just hard to like keep them, or like and also the other thing is I don't know what to use them with.
Right. Usually I would then think of like, oh, just recipes, right? But the thing is that if you say that you decide to do your meal prep, right? Say that you decide to do meal prep. Your meal prep is only going to last you maybe 3 days in comparison to the week that the product itself lasts for leftovers. So like and even then, it's going to cost just as much for you to do your groceries every week and to waste this food as it is to just go out and eat and get like a cheap meal.
Like it's like it really is just like it's so difficult.
Like you're trying to eat healthy and then people are like, oh, it's so easy to eat healthy. And I'm like, bitch, your version of eating healthy makes me die. Like every time I hear like, oh, you know what you should do? What? You should have almond butter and put more peanut butter into your meals. I'm allergic to nuts, you dickhead.
Are you allergic to peanut butter?
Specifically, I am not actually allergic. Like here's my thing. I know that this is 100% in my head, right? Because I had the test done and it says that I wasn't allergic to peanut butter, which is weird. But specifically, my body still remembers it used to be allergic. So if I have
that's right. I think you said this before.
Yeah, I've said this before. So I'll eat like a vaguely nut. So it usually activates with cardamom, walnuts, peanuts, not almonds, surprisingly. Sometimes pistachios, but it's like it's rare. It's a much less aggressive reaction. But I'll eat stuff like that, right? And then I'll eat it and my throat starts burning and closing a little bit. Not enough for me to not be able to breathe, but enough that it's uncomfortable and I want to avoid it.
Yeah. I think like I said before, like I'm kind of the same way with like bananas. Not that I was ever allergic to it, but it just makes me like upset in my stomach.
Mm-hmm. And like what's worse, right, is I get made fun of for not eating healthy at work because out of everybody, I am the least health conscious, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Right. But then like as soon as they make suggestions, they're like, oh, you should try the peanut butter or almond butter. You're not allergic to almonds. Yeah, but it's still like you should try Nutella with your thing. That's not better.
No, Nutella is like I think I looked at it like in the store and it was like a huge amount of calories.
It's not even a huge amount. It's so much sugar.
I mean, like ultimately the thing like that I've been like sort of sticking to is just that like it really is like just eat under a certain amount of calories.
Mm-hmm.
And that's mostly it. It hasn't been super working for me, but it's worked before when I had like more managed meals or whatever. Like I was able to eat like all sorts of stuff without while losing 2 pounds a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to get my own food, and it's grown since. But the method was sound.
Right. I definitely think that putting the exercises on Twitch has really helped me try to stay more active. It's not a big difference, but it's definitely something that's really building me up slowly. Like I was able to do a full real push-up at one point. Because you know how like when you can't do like a normal push-up, you do like the knee thing?
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
Oh, jeez.
But now I've been able to do an actual push-up. So thank you, chat. Thank you for getting me off my fat ass.
Good lord.
I've also started to do whitening.
Whitening like the teeth?
Yeah, white teeth whitening.
Oh, nice. Like on yourself or on others?
On me.
Okay.
And I think what's been hardest is when I get up to get my coffee. First of all, I'm not supposed to have coffee. But you can technically have iced coffee if you drink it from a straw.
Okay.
Because it's really staining, and so you want to make sure it's as little staining as possible. So I drink my coffee, and it's cold, and the problem is that the mornings are really cold now.
Right.
So I'm
Like in
drinking
the
iced
summer.
coffee in the summer, but it's cold as shit. Get the aglet. So to me, it is both funny, but also really, really annoying. Because it's cold on cold on cold.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I kind of don't mind it all that much. I think it's just because like I've never like I don't know, something about like temperature. I've never like one thing.
Here's a question then.
I
Do
do-
you
I do get it.
leftover pizza? Do you prefer it microwaved back to heat, oven baked back to heat, or do you just eat it cold?
I guess it depends on how I'm feeling. Like if I'm like seriously gearing up for like a meal or something, like I'll probably like oven reheat it. But like if I already did do that and then like it got cold again, I might like microwave it just a little bit these days.
Mm-hmm.
But also like depends on like also obviously depends on like where I am. Like if I'm in like if I'm in a place with no oven, I will obviously just use the microwave.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, pretty much like I'll try and like I try and use the oven nowadays, just because like it works better. It's funny. There's this one time, like I was going to like make myself. Well, early in the day, my grandma, like this is years ago, my grandma came and like sort of looked around the house for a bit, and then just like, she visited. She also like put put the pizza like in the oven, like a pizza box in the oven, just like store it out of the way. And then like later that day, I was going to make like shepherd's pie, and like I of course preheat the oven. And after a little bit, I started smelling something from the kitchen, and it was like kind of smoky. And I'm like, oh damn! I took it out, put it outside, and like just put it on the table outside. And I had to like spend the rest of the day like. Or like the rest of the time I was cooking the shepherd's pie like with a gas mask on. The pizza was fine. It was actually better than fine. It was like perfectly reheated.
Oh, that's awesome. I love when you get to do that.
Yeah, it was Costco pizza too. That's how you know it was good. But also my grandma like straight up just put the pizza box in the oven to like store it and not tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think she told. Well, no, she told me. I just forgot. Or like I probably just didn't hear to begin with.
Right.
Because like we put the pizza box like on top of the stove.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you put it on top of the stove?
Well, yeah, it's not like on. Like,
I put it in the
keep
oven.
It there. Oh, like the pizza box?
Yeah, the pizza and the pizza box. You put it in the oven.
Well, as you've no doubt heard, that's a recipe for disaster for us. Because like everyone has to like know where it is at all times, otherwise.
That's why you check the oven before you do anything.
Well, I do that now.
You do that now. I didn't do it before, but then the fire of '87 happened.
That time I smoked the house out because someone put like a pizza box in the oven and not telling me, even though they did, and I just didn't hear.
Well, that sounds like a skill issue, honestly. Also, I need to rant about something that Starbucks is doing right now, or advertising, and it's driving me nuts.
What have they done now?
Okay, so they're for a lot of reasons they should be yelled at for many things. So they're selling something that I kind of like, called the iced horchata espresso shake. Right? It's a espresso. It's got cinnamon and it's oat milk. That's not horchata.
Jeez.
Do you know what horchata is?
What constitutes horchata?
Horchata is, usually speaking, it's not actually like it's not milk. It's rice milk.
I see.
Usually speaking, there's a few areas where it's like, oh, it's like sesame seed milk, or like it's from melon seeds, it's from rice, it's from moro, it's from a few other things. But basically, it's not normally like milk. Like it's not from a cow usually.
It's not cow milk.
Yeah. I'm sure that there are other places where they do have it as milk. I think those people are weird.
That's the one wrong ingredient.
Right? It's like the one wrong ingredient. You think you're sitting there going like, oh, it's just cinnamon milk, and it's like, no, it's just you'll sit there and be like, oh, it's fucking, it's like it's supposed to be like a rice milk.
Yeah.
Basically, all that white stuff that comes off when you wash your rice. Yeah, that.
Okay.
I'm sure that there are really good recipes to make it, but I should make my own, honestly. It would be really nice.
Let me just say, don't ever buy horchata from a gas station.
Yeah, unless it's
like I had like
unless they make it.
No, well, like I had like the soda fountain AM PM like horchata.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not entirely a fan.
Since moving, what's the one thing that you've really missed? And what's one thing that you really don't miss?
In terms of food or like anything?
Anything. Like I'm implying mostly food, but like in this particular case, anything really.
I guess like I didn't realize it, but there's no tortillas anywhere.
What do you mean there's no tortillas?
I mean, well, just where I live specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I can't find any tortillas for like sale. Like, there is like a grocery store that's like a Cracker Jack near the like train station. Like it has like a lot of groceries, a lot of like really high priced stuff because like it's a local place and they can't compete. But there is but they sell a lot of they sell a lot of like fresh stuff. They sell a lot of fruits and veggies. They sell like canned stuff. They have like these these flat breads that are like meant for like rolls. Like salad or shrimp rolls or something like of the like, I don't know, like veggie wraps or whatever. But the thing they don't have is tortillas or like sizable like burrito tortillas.
Oh, that's.
Like, I think they have small stuff for like tacos, but like I never got that. Why would you want that?
Right.
I'm not a taco person, if you haven't noticed.
Like I feel like, personally for me, I feel like tacos, specifically tacos that are actually like real, usually speaking, they're not meant to be sat down and ate. Like they're on the go food.
Yeah. I mean, I don't eat anything on the go. Like, it's just not my thing.
Which, totally understandable.
But it's yeah. I also don't want to drop anything on the floor when it happens.
Right. I remember watching Trevor Noah talk about like his first experience with tacos, and how like the vernacular is so different here because they were asking for napkins and he's from South Africa.
What do they call it in South Africa?
Well, what they call it a serviette,
Oh yeah, like
right?
Like
A
the
nappy, a napkin is a diaper.
Right.
So imagine this man's surprise when he's asking when the guy is asking him if he wants a napkin, and they go through this whole spiel about like, oh my god, what is it? Is it that dangerous to hold it all in? It was very funny.
Also, something I wanted to say is like every time like I ask you about like stuff that seems like familiar to most people, but I don't really know about them. I feel like I'm in Mass Effect. Like, tell me more about napkins.
Tell me more about napkin.
Was it? Tell me more about tacos.
Here's another question: do you prefer hard shell or soft shell?
I would like hard shell, but like practically I think soft shell ends up being like better for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like I'm able to like, well, first of all, I'm able to keep everything in, like the shell doesn't crack too much.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't crack into a billion pieces everywhere. And also like I'm just able to like fit more stuff in there. It seems like.
Right.
But like I don't know. Like I have to like I think like I just have to have like or try both.
Personally, I prefer soft shell because that's like real tacos. Like the hard shell is wild for me because I used to grow up with the hard shell.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is that's at that point it's not actually a taco. That's just a tostada. That's a folded tostada.
Interesting. What else is there? I think it's just I don't really like tacos because burritos exist.
This is also true. I feel like burritos are a better travel food.
Yeah, and I would much rather have those. Just because because there's more tortilla, you can fit more stuff. I feel. Mm-hmm. It doesn't all fall out if you like handle it wrong. Like it's perfect.
It's perfect. I can do the least amount of work for the most amount of my buck.
And they can be any size, like depending on you're only limited by the size of tortilla, which for me, because like I do have like there are taco tortillas, but like those are taco tortillas. They're not burrito tortillas. They're not suitable for what I want.
Breakfast burrito is even a menu name. Yeah, I know, and it makes no sense. Well, actually, no, it makes perfect sense as to why it's there. It's just like one of those names where I'm like, this was clearly made for somebody else because you can eat a regular burrito at any day, but you just want breakfast to go. Really, it should be called a breakfast wrap. That's what it should be called.
Also, there's that time like many years ago where my brother like caught himself like trying to order a California burrito outside of California.
Oh no!
And I think I think he caught himself. Like it's just like, oh wait, I did do that.
He's just and I just imagine the cashiers looking at it, going like, the fuck is that? Not that it's weird. It's really not that weird of an item. It's just a regular it is a steak burrito with all the fixings and fries in it. That's it. I prefer putting beans in mine.
Yeah.
And like maybe some shrimp.
I'm mostly a bean and cheese burrito guy.
Basic.
Let's see.
I think that I just continue to drink it because drink the not horchata, the not horchata drink is because it's oat milk, so I can actually drink it. There's so many.
So like,
So I'm also like lactose intolerant a little bit.
right.
So it's one of those things where it's like I have to be hyper aware of like everything I eat now.
Yeah. So this is wait. So this is your D&D character, I realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look for a little bit. Like, I'm considering getting back into Call of Cthulhu.
That'd be fun.
Like to run that. I only ever did one adventure, and it was like okay, but like the pre-planning was a bit fraught because like I think we were still sort of like getting used to it. Well, and also like we had like a brief like argument about like scheduling, but like I kind of like sort of chilled out about it. But also the like I was running like I think you said I was running like Dark Heresy for a little bit.
Right.
I must have mentioned that. One of the like the main reason I stopped doing it was because one our schedules just like kept like getting out of whack. Another reason, though, like a really small one, like not even close, like was like part of it also was that like I couldn't like I was just sort of getting like really uneasy about because like Dark Heresy is about you are like members of the Inquisition and like you're supposed to like root out and like you're supposed to root out heresy and all that, but like I felt like running like the entire like Imperium, which is like the grim darkness, like evil and authoritarian, it started to get like too real for me. Like no matter how much I tried to like ignore it.
Right.
I'm sure you understand.
Yeah.
And also like the players were having to play as like the secret police, and it was just starting to like because like the more I thought about it, and I have to think about it because I'm the GM, like the more I just wanted it out of my head. It also doesn't help that like sort of like around this time they were talking like a lot of like right wing like chuds where there's that one priest who she talked about like showing compassion and empathy to like the undocumented, and someone said like she's committing the sin of empathy, which that's a 40K-ism if there ever was one.
Right.
Empathy is a sin. Like compassion is heresy. And it is very funny. And like a friend of mine who I did confide in like a couple days ago, like she also thought it was pretty funny, and it is. But also like we're kind of in it, and I hate that.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to. So like that was like, and also like. And that was like the reason I didn't want to run anymore. Well, that was like a minor reason. The other reason is just I couldn't get my shit together and like get like ideas in my head.
Right.
That's the big. Like no matter what's going on in the world, that is going to be the main reason like a game fizzles out.
Yeah, like I think somebody made like a chart of how likely something is to kill a game.
It's just the scheduling.
And number one was scheduling.
Yeah.
Number
it also doesn't-
number 5 was the bard.
The bard was never an issue for me. Or like, well, we never had a bard, I don't think. But like, I've had barded, but like, you don't have to be a bard to like, you don't have to like play a bard to be a bard. But you don't have to be a bard to play a bard.
Right.
Point is, like, a lot of my like a lot of like bard adjacent characters that some of my players have done, like they've never tipped things over. I don't think.
You don't think, but do you know?
It's quite annoying to plan for, but I can do that.
It's
Or I was
annoying
able
to
to,
plan
at least.
for, but I've got this.
There's also it doesn't help that like a lot of like with summer going around, like a lot of my friends are like working.
Yeah,
so there's that.
it's the adult stuff.
Yeah, and they work on like weekdays or so. Well, like they just have their hours.
Let's see here. I think that I was trying to watch this one last stream where we talked about like wild D&D stories. One of the ones that we didn't get to was about how one of the players fell in love with the GM, and it's the same game her husband is in.
Oh jeez! Like you guys were like you're listening to like RPG horror stories, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And like in this particular one, she was going like, hey, so I'm doing a GM thing, and one of my players seems to have fallen for me, and literally told my husband that he was in the way of our love.
Oh Lord.
And like, I would love to try to find that story real quick. Hold on. All right. What's the title of the story? Hold on. Why is my grandma texting me? D&D stories, Reddit, Smosh. Okay. I found it. Okay. So it's my player fell in love with me, the DM, but I'm married and one of the players is my husband. Alright, let me try.
What was the title of that again?
My player fell in love with me, the DM, but I'm married and one of my players is my husband.
Oh, I thought like the player fell in love with the GM even though they were married.
No, they're not. As far as the story goes, they are not married. But the GM is. Okay. So the story is that it's kind of in the title. So she's been GMing for in her first game. Everybody's been getting along, and this one dude has fallen for one of the NPCs in the game, and the game and in the game they're having like a good back and forth, right? one day after a session, the player texts her a bunch of times how they need to go to the next steps of their relationship and fully go on and be like together. And she's horrified. Chose husband because this is her husband's friend, not her friend. And the player character says that the husband is standing in the way of their love.
That's good lord.
And like apparently the GM did post an update how the player is not they are no longer there, or there's an implication the player is no longer in the campaign. Although it's kind of implied, it's not full out said. There's just a line where she goes like, hey guys, so D&D will be back on after Christmas or after the New Year's. It's going to take me a little while to get through this. And the rest of the players have promised not to fall in love with me.
Well, that's nice of them.
That is so nice of them to have the bare minimum. So yeah, that's the story. That's what that I thought was really funny, but also I can tell that was probably really horrifying. There's some good ones, although there's one that's particularly funny. It's literally a one title. It's a one title story. You ready for this one?
Oh, what is it?
Our GM went pee and never returned.
Oh jeez. I think there was like this one story where like someone like went, where like they took a break in like the game and they left to go and they left to like go to the bathroom or something. Everyone like sort of went out, and then like parts of the ceiling fell like onto the place where the player was, and like would have been crushed if they didn't leave.
Oh my god.
Like it was something crazy like that.
That's wild. There was one D&D that I don't know whether or not he was just mad at me that I got so lucky on a roll once, or like it was one of those times where this was supposed to be like a key point and they didn't, and we never finished, so we never continued afterwards. I got a wish sword from Pathfinder. And like it's, I don't know, and I had the sword, and suddenly for some reason out of nowhere an angel came by and was like, yo, I'm gonna kill you now, your life is an abomination. And like I had to use 2 of my wishes to get him to leave.
Like, what did you even do?
I was a Dampier, and that's it. As far as I know, I had the sword, so I assume it's the sword. I was just like, you're fucking dick. I think nowadays I go like, that was a dick ass move.
On the GM's part? Or...
Yeah, the GM's part. Because like it was immediately after I got the damn thing. Like,
I have one wish.
now you have one wish, and I never even got to finish that because the game never continued.
That's even more dickish then.
Right? Do you got any horror stories?
Like I once tried running some like a superhero game called Champions, and like I was really pushing it for a while because like I did want to run a superhero game. Except Champions is like it's very like crunchy. You have to really be on like your P's and Q's about like the system and how it works.
Mm-hmm.
And I could not. Like it was like really crunchy. The character creation is like takes so long. It has so many like different like pages and also like different like stats to like like not a lot of stats to keep track of, but it's just very involved. If I could just like find like a picture of some kind.
Is this the same game that oh god, what was his name? He was a YouTuber. He like would talk about games that he had like a really like stick figure-esque art style.
I don't think so. Like it's like a very classic like superhero thing.
Now I have to look it up. Okay.
I guess
Puffin
like
Forest. That's who it was.
Puffin Forest.
Yeah.
Maybe he tried it. I don't know. But I'm not gonna say like maybe he's tried it. Maybe it's as horrifying as he's made it out to be. But he also thinks Traveler's horrifying, and it really isn't. This is like the character sheet.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it has to like.
Sorry. Go ahead.
The thing is like it has to like take track of like a bunch of different like interconnected like stats and whatever. But also like there's a lot of like it's also a point buy system, and the thing with the point buy system is it has to account for like if you want super strength, if you want like like teleportation. There's like a lot of stuff it keeps track of. We use like a character creator, but that takes a while on its own because it is that involved. And like when it came time to actually run the game, I straight up froze, and I'm like,
oh Jesus!
No,
Christ.
I can't do this. No, I can't do this.
I'm looking at it right now. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's probably not as bad as like I mean like it is probably as bad as you might think, but also like if I were to show you like a D&D character sheet and you had no idea what it meant, you'd probably not be as enthused either.
That's fair. Also, the game is Mutants and Masterminds is what he was talking about.
I have like I think I ended up downloading the whole collection because it was on sale on Drive Thru RPG. That might be something, but I have no idea. There's a lot of superhero games, and I think like they all run into the same problem of where like they're all trying to be like they're all trying to like take into account all the superhero like superpowers and stuff, and it's just really hard to do.
I think he's talked about the game itself like a few times, but basically the kind of the funny thing about it is that you need to have like all these points in like one or the other, and then you have to make sure you balance that out by going like, oh, you can shoot anything you want, but you can't fucking, but you have to fucking aim shit.
I will say, like, so it is like like I'm sure like he does like, but I'm sure he knows what he's talking about in terms of Mutants and Masterminds. But I will say he did try like Traveler, and he tried like doing that. The issue with but the thing is like he doesn't. It didn't seem to like, go over very well, and he seems to think like it's a very like mundane world. It's hard for me to judge because I have tried to run Traveler and I haven't been able to because like stuff always got in the way. But I will say, like the way he portrayed like Traveler, like his players didn't seem to like it. I don't know if you saw like that episode in particular or not.
Mm-hmm.
All I have to say is if he couldn't sell Traveler, it might be like a skill issue. Because like because the way he described it, because like Traveler has one of those things where like character creation isn't like it's not super in your hands. It is like a because it's like it has like the life path system where like you roll and then stuff happens to you and that becomes your character. Like you do roll your stats and whatever. Like you roll like yeah, you do roll your basic stats and whatnot, and then like all your skills come from like your career path, and your career might not go the way like you expect it to. Because like so the way it works is like say like you have 10 social, which means you automatically qualify for like the noble career path, and you go on that, and it, and then like you expect you're just going to be like the noble character, but then like an event happens where like a fellow noble like framed you, and now you are kind of like on the run.
Right.
So like you can no longer so you're not in the noble career. Like you have like the basic training from that, but that is not like but you don't stay in that. And then like in your next term you have to like you don't know where you're going, so you have to like join the like Star Marines or whatever. And then like you get some basic training from that, and you end up doing really well in that, and you get like some gear or like some money from like the term end or whatever. Like the point is like I don't think he communicated that to his players. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
think he didn't like tell them like, hey, you're gonna start in this career, but there is a good chance you might not end in that career. But like just sort of like keep going with it. And I feel like that kind of does a disservice because like they weren't happy with like the way their characters ended up because they didn't expect like they'd lose their like the sort of like identity that they started with. I think they
Right.
kind of like expected like just make a character like in D&D where like they had this and this happen and now they're on adventuring.
Um,
So like
I think
yes, that
that
sort of thing.
I think that it's important to like cover. It's important to cover like certain things that come up in your campaign, especially when it's a new mechanic in your system.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. For example, uh, we were literally this just came up yesterday because I just started my own camp with my campaign not too long ago, and one of the players actually had a really great question about DCs, right? Um, for anybody who doesn't know Dungeons and Dragons, a DC is a difficulty score or a hold on,
Dice check
yeah, or a dice
or
check
difficulty check.
or a difficulty check. Um, and uh, and usually speaking, it could also mean difficulty class. But what how that works is that there is a certain difficulty in doing certain tasks. So let's go with a backflip, right? Um, you have a backflip that you want to do, and it's difficult for you to do to a certain extent because you aren't athletic. And so the GM will be like, okay, it's a difficulty score of or a DC of like I don't know 5 because maybe you're not acrobatic, but maybe you're like an athletic guy, so like you're a 5, and then you roll your d20 and you get a nat 1 and you fall on your face.
Yeah.
um and like I like this player actually like decided to come in and be like, oh, I'm approaching this with curiosity. Like I have this general question about like how that works and why you're specifically not telling me the DC the DC number for this particular thing. And you know, each GM is different. Um
Yeah.
and sometimes when you get the difficulty score, sometimes the difficulty You notice players will try to like go get around it because they'll be like, oh, the GM favors this number or something, and that.
Uh,
Sorry, go ahead.
and then the most common reason is because it's a secret. Shut up.
It's a shut up. And I just think it's really fun to when somebody is able to approach something with curiosity. I feel like with the way that we try to do things, we there's this idea that you have to be right, and that's not always the case. You shouldn't always be right.
No, yeah.
And I think that can be hard for some people because like being wrong or doing the wrong thing is not what make believe is for.
But I guess no.
But when you do that, it does. When the dice tell a story, it's so much fun.
Shit, did I not get Mutants and Masterminds? That would suck.
Based on what he was saying, like I don't think he liked it very much, but I don't know. Maybe you might get something more out of it.
Yeah. Well, like it's well, the thing with Traveler was more that like he the thing with Traveler is that is more that he I guess like he certainly knew what the game was about, but his players didn't, and he didn't explain like how character creation worked. He just sort of like blind ran them through.
Let's hear. If I can, I'm trying to think of like a different thing that might have happened. Okay, this one I'm gonna put a trigger warning for like forced sexual situations, right? So trigger warning on that. So this was I will give him a defense on this. This was his first time GMing. So he didn't know like quite all the rules and some of the social cues. Even then, like this was kind of fucked. So it was me and another player character, and we were starting something. There was a friendship happening. It was kind of questioning to more, but it was gonna be a slow burn, and I was kind of enjoying that bit for this character. So one session we get to this hotel, and he's already kind of pushing us to be in the honeymoon suite together. It was just like, okay, this is a little weird, but whatever. And we end up there. Turns out that there are basically incense roofies in the suite.
You mean you did it with your dad in there?
No, stop. They were like incense, like burnt incense burners, and the incense sticks have like a aphrodisiac type of thing. And if you don't know anything about jamming, you should know that you shouldn't be forcing those types of situations about your OTPs and OT3s.
Yeah.
So that became a very uncomfortable conversation later.
Right.
So what ended up happening later is we ended up taking some of them, right? And later on there was a fight in a hotel, in a very diehard type style. And because it's an inn, but it's like a big inn, there are holes on the roof because the roof is the floor of the next the next floor. So we ended up putting what incense sticks we had into the holes of the floor,
Hmm.
the floor above us, so that we were able to take out the first level with these
Oh,
aphrodisiac incense burners.
oh, jeez.
So they were just like, we were just killing through an orgy.
But yeah, I would think that, like, I don't know. I would think it wouldn't. I'm not sure if it would work that way.
Yeah, it worked that way for us.
Just because they're horny doesn't mean they're helpless.
No, this is like
Not for
roofie.
everybody.
These are roofies, man.
Okay, well, I guess that does make sense.
So,
I guess you would be. I guess you would be helpless.
and then we just and we ended up, because we got advantages on those. We got advantage on those because they were affected by the aphrodisiacs, but we had to still like fight the Constitution save. We ended up being able to defeat the boss relatively easily. Like, the fight was still pretty epic, I won't lie. But just the fact that we were able to turn that around so damn quickly was very funny.
And I don't think I downloaded Mutants and Masterminds ever.
Oh, well, you could always change it.
Nah, I mean, like, the thing is, like, that was like a bundle, and it was like, I think it was like every single book ever, and it was like for a limited time for like really cheap,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure if I bought that. I don't think I ever got around to. Dang.
That sucks. I'm sorry, bro.
If I did, I probably lost like the zip file or whatever. Oh boy.
I'm sorry. Let's hear. Let's see. Can't really think of like a whole. I haven't been in that many games where I can say confidently, what what horror stories I've been through.
Well, I mean, like the thing you were talking about with like the thing you were talking about with like just the lack of like what would be the word, like moderation or like
Mm-hmm.
restraint with that sort of like lewd stuff. I feel like that's just like a very common story with like even people who don't have like horror stories at the very least. It just you looking back, it becomes way more like hard to accept. Like at least, especially like in regards to like consent or whatever, because like I don't think any of us were aware of like the consent sheet back in the day.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's something to like I guess keep in mind in the future for like whenever you're like running games is like make sure you have that now. Like you didn't before, but have it now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because you don't want to end up on r/RPG horror stories.
Right. What do you think that the player? Which do you think is funner, when you hear a player's story or when you hear the GM story?
I think just like for like the I guess the peanut gallery thing. I think like the player perhaps. It really all depends on like the story. Like the storyteller is the one who makes it. Not
Mm.
really. I think like the more like elaborate, like more like wittily written ones are not. There's like definitely a diminishing return on those.
Mm-hmm.
Where like it just seems I don't know. It seems very like over the top. No, not so much. Kind of like over the top, but also like it becomes less sincere the more like intricately it's written.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's just more of like I guess like I guess it's been like I don't know. Like it all depends on like how it's written. Because there are definitely ones that are like intricately written and like it sounds just kind of fake.
Right. Like where they get
Or
like
like it's just
really
hard
in
to
depth and like
or
flowery.
or it just gets hard to follow, especially if you're just listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think uh, that's a okay. I definitely. What did Puffin Forest actually say about? Oh yeah, yeah, like it was Mutants and Masterminds. We have to like aim and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a new edition out. I don't
There's a
know
new
how it is.
edition?
Oh, uh, I well, there's third edition. I don't know when that was done. Oh, that was 2013. That's an old edition.
That. It's your.
What was this at it? Chesma. Oh, I think the other thing is I think this was like it was like a sale for all the second edition books,
Mm-hmm.
and but third edition was like 2000 like third edition is like 2013 already, and second edition was like 2005. Yeah. Uh, is there like I wish there was like a I wish there was an ability for Drive Through RPG to like filter by like edition. I'm sure there is. I have to like look for it.
Me. You know what's the funniest thing about my D&D group right now?
What?
I am the tallest person in the group.
Your character?
Yeah, my cat. Why is that the assumption?
You never know. Maybe you're taller than someone.
You're a dick.
I didn't mean to. But but I did see like my opening and I took it.
Kind of proud of you. But also,
But but it's cool that like your character is like taller than everyone.
Sir. Thank you for the hydrate.
Short king. I probably should drink too.
Bottles popping in the club like a blizzard.
Oh Christ! What an old song.
Don't tell me that's old.
It's quite old. It's so old they call it a lean scissor.
Like a skizzer.
It's what should I do? Should I buy stuff for like Call of Cthulhu, or should I impulse buy Mutants and Masterminds just because someone was talking about it?
Let the intrusive thoughts win.
Oh yeah, that was what I was thinking. It's still on sale, I guess,
All right.
for like $75. But like $75 when it would be normally 521.
Jesus Christ.
It's for both Mutants and Masterminds first and second edition, and not which second edition was released in 2005. So Yeah. Oh yeah, we were talking about yeah, I think this sort of came up when like I was talking about champions. It's just very actually I really don't have anything else to say about it. It's just very tactical, very like crunchy. It's so crunchy. Friggin' it's more crunchy than a crunch bar. And it's like but like the thing with like champions is that it's very possible to make exactly the type of superhero that you want. It's just you know, there's a lot of like
Logistics.
There's just a lot of nuts and bolts and logistics that go into that, where it becomes not so easy. It's just so hard. But it's still like
said.
champions / hero, because that's the generic version. But champions still just gives me the willies. Like I can't think about it without like shuddering from like my previous failure.
It's just like my great shame. Gives me the willies.
That's how I feel.
It gives you the willies.
Like if you try to run it, it would give you the willies too.
I don't doubt it. I just think it's funny that you say the willies.
Like I have no other description of it. Like I can't say like that's just the mood. Well, like it's not like a serious fear. It's just I can't look at it.
It's your great shame. The great willies.
Which one was this again? Christ, I can't even open this. Adobe won't even recognize it. No, it's I have like a PDF and it seems to not actually want to open. I don't know if it's like not available or this opens because this is an actual book. I don't know what sort of like letters and numbers this is.
The willy nilly.
You're really fixated on that, I notice.
It's just it's very funny for you to say Willy.
Well, that's why they call you One-Eye Willy.
Willy, 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 rocking everywhere, rocking everywhere.
I seem to have lost champions. That doesn't seem to be a really like terrible like loss for me.
You're just sitting there crying to yourself. You shut off the mic and go like, ah!
It's like, oh no, I've lost the PDF of the thing that's been tormenting me all these years. What a shame.
What a shame. To death, you say.
Shreds, you say.
I can't do it I can't do it and have it pick up on the mic.
What, the clicking?
Yeah, the clicking or the tisk thing. Like, to shreds, you say. I can't do it. I don't know why.
Did I do it? Did it pick up on the mic? I actually can't tell.
Nah, I don't think it did.
Oh. Well, I'm out of options. Just don't tisk in the mic.
Tisk. Tisk, tisk. Gets no bitches, you say.
Fuck it, I'll just buy this. I'm improvident. I don't care anymore.
I will move on from this, and it will be my greatest revenge. And then you're just lying on the floor the next day.
It's not the first thing I've like, it's not the first thing I've like, RPG I've bought on a whim and it will probably never run. But I bought like the Savage Worlds like RPG and also like the like World War I like addition to it for like a weird war sort of thing. I'm not gonna run it anytime soon. I'm not even sure if it's the sort of system I'd like. But dang, do I have it now?
It's just like I will bring this up.
But I'm coping.
I'm coping.
Okay. That's how you know the like. That's how you know like it's a superhero system when they have like a whole graph of like ranks of like how much you can like lift for like in terms of like for super strength. Like I'm like the Incredible Hulk. I can lift like 3 tons. It says here you can only lift 800 pounds.
Right, and so you have to
I can lift 50
extrapolate.
tons. No, you can. No, I can lift 50 tons. I could just easily lift this. No, you can only lift like 3 tons. I could lift this aircraft carrier. No, you can lift like, what's it called? Like 3 shipping containers.
Which is still impressive.
Yeah, but like the power scaling
Yeah.
is like. But the thing is like, yeah, if it. That's the thing with like a superhero RPG is that like power scaling is like always and like depending on the author it's this constant thing, but your GM has to like make sure that there isn't a lot of that.
I think that's kind of the hardest part of that too.
I mean, you could probably like allow it once or twice, but like it becomes like, the nature of like narrative and comic books like kind of runs into the barrier of the fact that it's a system.
Yeah.
With like consistencies.
Like, there are times where you can really, I'm sorry, I keep yawning so much. There are times where you can like be a little more flexible with it. I think
like
that the idea that you kind of have to like really lean into is maybe like instead of being like the bigger than life superheroes, you're like a street level superhero. So
yeah.
So less like the Avengers and more like
the Defenders.
The Defenders, yeah.
But I mean like people want to actually play like, you know, they want to do like Avengers, they want to be like invincible. They want like the larger than life stuff, and like that's what the system is for.
Yeah, and you can still play with that, but there is a level of system that you have to also play with, and I think that a lot of your players have to like understand that as well.
The also the what is it called? The I guess like the DM could just allow like like this is gonna be really cool, so I'll just allow it. But
yeah,
then
also,
rule like,
cool.
But also like say like I won't allow this like all the time, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. And you have to, but then like there's a limit on how much you can even accept that, because you're sitting there and going like, okay, how much of this is allowed? Oh, you can allow this here, but this other person can't do it. For what reason? So it's a lot of give and take, and you gotta like. Part of it's a player problem. Some of it is a system problem, and some of it is communication with your DM. I'm trying to find my rope brushes, but I can't seem to find them. I have like a chain, but I don't. I used it before. Okay, I do have one. Okay, simple. Okay, so that's probably downloaded on a different thing then. So I will just... re-download that here so I can get some more stuff done. Some things and stuff. Oh. Picarto.
I need to, let's see. I need to, like, what's it called? Yeah, I need to play, like, Space Station 14 more often. I'm slowly trying to get into it.
Okay.
There's also, there is also, because, like, the thing with Space Station 14 is it's great with, like, just telling stories of, like, just the random stuff that happened.
Right.
There was one time, I was playing a security, there were a lot of injuries on the station because someone set up, like, an electrified, like, Thunderdome cage for, like, melee fighting in the bar.
Because, of course, where else is it supposed to go?
Yeah, like, that's where the entertainment is. But, like, as people were being sent to the medical bay, apparently there was, like, a gas leak of some sort of chemical and someone lit a cigarette. So the entire, like, med bay just, like, exploded. There was, like, a hole in it. Like, I think, like, 6 people were instantly ashed from, like, the high temperature.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think there was a hole blasted into, like, the station. I think it was just, like, it just created, like, a high, like, just created, a huge fire and explosion, and, like, the temperature just increased until, like, pretty much people were instantly ashed, which means they couldn't be brought back. So, like, it was just, like, and so evac had to be immediately called after only, like, 30 minutes in the game. Because, like, usually games, like, they last either, like, an hour or, like, at the most, like, 2 hours, but this was, like, 30 minutes.
Right.
So it was, like, something crazy like that. Another was when, one of my friends was, I don't have a lot of D&D stories, I have, like, a ton of, like, Space Station 14 stories, but, like, one of my friends and her friend who was also on it, they were brainwashed by, like, something called the Revolution, which is where they have to, like, take over the station and also, like, kidnap, like, the heads of the, like, departments, or convert them. You can do that now. And so they decided to have, like, a simple plan where, like, they'd ask, like, the quartermaster, like, who's, like, the head of cargo, onto their ship, because they were both salvage specialists. They were both cargo technicians. They brought them aboard, like, what they call their shittle, which is, like, just their own...
shittle?
Which is, like, a, like hastily constructed, like, cargo shuttle that they made themselves, hence shittle. And when they did, they successfully knocked them out with, like, certain chemicals they had, and then they were going to bring them on board the station to the med bay, so that, like, under the, like, premise of, like, under, like, the guise of, like, treating him for his injury, except, like, they would actually be brainwashed. Except, like, when they were waking up, they refused to cooperate, and they kept trying to shake out their restraints. So they got into the spacewalk, and eventually, like, my friend was trying to, like, shake them to stop them from, like, trying to wriggle out of their restraints, but it doesn't work in zero gravity. So they eventually left their, like, broke out of their, like, their handcuffs and floated off into space, and no one ever saw them again.
Oh, shit.
Like, a simple kidnap just turned into, like, they spaced the quartermaster, and security was like, do you know, where's the quartermaster? And they're like, I wish I knew.
It's, I didn't even know that we had a quartermaster.
Play dumb. We have a quartermaster? Not that dumb.
Let's hear, They're... Oh god, I wish I had more stories that I could share. I don't really have many because, again, I don't play a lot of TTRPGs that often.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of groups.
I think the thing with me is like, I kind of like plan things a little too tightly. So I'm trying, like, I just try to like make, I do plan things too tightly, and they sort of seem to go along with it. One of my players actually, we were doing Mutant Year Zero. There's like a plot point where like there's like a group of like Mad Max like ragers. They were called like they're the Hell Drivers. This is before Hell Divers was released, by the way. So instead of Hell Divers, it's Hell Drivers. They're like a Mad Max sort of thing, and they and like they were attacking the town, but like where the players like sort of that's their home base. But one of my players actually had like the idea of like challenging them to like. They had the idea of challenging them to like a race for like their booze, but like the Hell Drivers weren't interested. They just like just shut the fuck up and give us our booze. But like that was just enough engagement for them to like for the player. So like that was enough in their eyes. So they decided to just like say screw it, and they just drove off with the booze that they wanted. And they all like a lot of them just like sort of broke off from the siege to like follow them. Meanwhile, like the rest of the town sort of like fought off the rest and got on the retreat that way. They didn't see that like player character again. Like effectively, like he got caught and he is effectively like was written out of the story. But like it was the exact thing to do.
I mean, when you gotta do something, you gotta do it.
Yeah, like I really did commend like the player for like thinking outside the box and like getting them to like leave. On their own accord. I don't think he wanted to like lose his character, but I think like he accepted like the results of it, and also he wrote like he also came up with another character.
I always feel like so distraught when I can't like continue something with a character, especially if the character doesn't have like a complete story to it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes there are clothes that like there are ways to be like, oh, this character has an ending. It might not be the world's most satisfying ending. Like there are still some like loose ends and whatnot, but at least I understand it's an ending, and there's not like a hope that the shit's gonna come back.
But yeah, it's I kind of noticed, everyone wants people want people want there to be like character death, but they don't want it to be their character. That is also an issue with like some of my players, is that like they're like at least a few of them are kind of like concerned with like one of my friends, she's actually like she kind of likes tabletop RPGs, but she more likes the stories that come out of them. And the one thing to like kill the fun of a player like that is to like, well, first of all, like she kind of likes the game, except she's not really satisfied with how like rough it is. Like it is in dire need of a rewrite. Because like this is very clearly like a first draft, but also like she also doesn't want like this, but also like it would definitely like, ruin the story of like a character dies without their like character motivation being fulfilled. And that does like cause like some trepidation, at least with me, especially for more like perhaps lethal systems like Call of Cthulhu, maybe.
Right, or Burning Wheel.
Yeah, I haven't played Burning Wheel or run it, but
Burning Wheel is brutal.
Yeah.
The character I'm playing now almost died in Burning Wheel. After a cannon was fired next to her. Because she was fighting next to it and it exploded. It didn't like implode, if I remember right, but it did like just fucking knock it out. Yum, 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 yum.
Anyhow, I think I will leave. I have to get ready for work rather soon.
It is all good. Sorry I'm not super talkative today.
No, I understand.
I'm still gonna boop you.
Uh,
Boop!
I was afraid you'd say that.
Boop!
But yeah, like I've also been kind of tired. I kept getting like woken up because they're working on like a fire alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Like at my place, they installed like a new like fire alarm like system,
Right.
but they kept coming in at like 7 or 8, or like at 7 or 8 a.m., which is when I'm usually asleep.
Right.
What I've had past few days. Yeah. But yeah, I will be leaving. I have to get ready for work. See ya.
Bye. Be safe. Have fun.
You too.
You're a douche nozzle. How's everybody doing? Boy. I think I'm gonna stop that for a second, and I will get some quick sketches done for a commission I gotta get done. Okay. Do-do, bum, 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 bum. Do-do, bum, bum. Mm-mm. Do-do. Mm-hmm. Oh, is it misty for you? It's kind of gloomy over here for me. Do 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 do. Do do. There. Right. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it here. It's a little earlier than I normally would, but I'm kind of feeling pretty chill today, so I'm gonna start reading people. Yay! Gotta send this off to the person who is commissioning me right now. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Let's see who is on today. Gobbling these nuts. Let's go with Booba Sage. Only because I think his name is funny. Alright, you guys have fun, be safe, have a wonderful day. And apparently they're gonna be doing a bouncing dance animation. Ooh, fun. Have fun, be safe, and cause a little chaos in my name. Bye!